What's going on? It's Arnold Oceng and you're watching Cut the Chat.
Yes, what's going on? Welcome to another edition of Cut the Chat. I don't think we should introduce each other. That takes like 7 minutes.
Damon loves all that.
We're not going to do that today. It's the usual suspects, except Damon. He's not in the studio right now. So that's barbershop, but he should be here very soon. But we got Arnold Oceng in the hot seat.
Yep.
Did I say it's Oceng, innit? I said Oceng.
Isn't it?
Arnold Oceng would be a bad Kung Fu name though.
Well, Arnold Oceng?
Yeah. You should do a Kung Fu movie.
Actually,
I don't think they'll have any. Aye! Have you not seen? Sorry, have you not seen? Yeah, on Facebook, some Ugandan. Yes. You seen it? He's busted up already.
What is it?
Some Ugandan film. They he busted up. Some Ugandan film. Yeah. I don't know. They financed it themselves or they shot it on their phone. But like they're going in like, you get me? Come here. Like proper like.
What is it? Good quality in that?
No, it's not.
But they're going in.
Yeah, they're going in. Like, I might audition for that.
might audition for it. Play the lead.
Yeah.
One time.
Cool.
Right now, Arnold's in the studio because at the moment we're all celebrating you, bro. Like you got this big movie that's out in the cinemas at the moment.
Yeah.
Good Life. I saw it. I mean, I didn't even bootleg it or nothing. It wasn't even a Chinese man that sold it to me. And I saw. Actually, I didn't pay either. I saw it on a plane. So that doesn't count. I didn't cheat.
You paid for the
plane.
So you played.
So airline they paid. The plane paid for it. So you contribute.
So they get it early.
Exactly,
Airplanes get paid early.
You, Reese Witherspoon, amazing achievement, man. How's it feeling out there right now?
No, bro. Do you know? Every time I say it, it sounds corny, but it's the truth, bro. It's like proper dream come true. Do you know what I mean? Like I never thought ever like. Family will tell you like it's difficult acting over here. Do you know what I mean? You never. Everybody's dreams are to go to Hollywood, but it's not. Sometimes you don't feel like it's feasible. You don't feel like it's able, and there's not one route of doing it.
Right.
You don't like if someone's, you know, it's easy to say, oh, you know what, do this and you do this, you end up here.
Right. It
doesn't really work like that. So when this opportunity came, it was a proper blessing, and I needed it. It came at a good time.
Okay. We've seen you in loads of things. My favourite was Calvin though, if I'm telling you.
Oh, Grange
Hill. When I met like I was like, Royce, man.
You say this all the time, you know. You say this all the time.
Man used to run on from school to watch you, man. You know, like it's weird for me. There was at one stage I wasn't acting. I was just a normal kid, and then for me, like being in stuff with like you, a KMG. Like, you know, like OG acting, like, you know, actors, guys that been acting for ages that done the like old school proper route. Like, it's just like, I'm like, wow, you know, I get, when I'm in that position, I'm a bit fascinated that, you know, you guys have been grafting for a long time. I just feel like I got a leg up, even though I got involved young. Like, you've been in the game like, what, 20 years plus?
Yeah, no, I started off when I was like, I had my child agent, age 6. I had a child agent age 6 and I was just doing little things like little adverts and health commercial adverts, Pringle adverts, and I did a Blur video. What tune was it? Part Life. Remember Part Life? Did that. So yeah, I just worked my way up, and then my first ever lead would have to be when I was Calvin Braithwaite in Grange Hill. That was my first ever thing, and that was a big deal for me because I never, you know, I'd never been a lead in anything. You know, Grange Hill was a big thing. Back in the day, you ever watch Biker Grove? Or Grange Hill, you get me?
Or both.
Or both, but Grange Hill was more of a London thing, so, and you know, we're young, you know, when I was in Grange Hill, it mirrored my real life in secondary school, so when I was year 7, I was actually year 7 in real life. And
so what, did you go to school as well as did
Yeah.
Okay, cool.
Yeah, but, you know, because I missed a lot of school,
yeah,
while I was on set, you're only allowed, because you're a minor, you're only allowed to do a few hours of filming that day, and then you're contracted to also do tuition, private tuition.
Right.
So once you finish on set, you have to go to like one of the offices with the private tutor and do work, school work.
What is that like? Like going from Grange Hill and then the next day you're at school. What is it? How did your fellow pupils
Like, it was
at your
peak
school?
still.
Like
The pupils, like everyone in school was cool. It was the teachers. Sometimes they just, yeah, man. Nah, they was like.
Well, they were harder on you because.
Yeah, a couple cheeky ones because obviously I'm not in a couple days, innit? And if I mess up or if I do something cheeky, you know, they'll be like, all right, Arnold, you're not in Grange Hill now. You know them kind of ones, like, you're not in Grange Hill now. I'm like, yeah, cool. You get me? I remember one time, big up Mr. Franchetti, yeah. hear the cheekiness now, yeah? He comes in. No. So anyway, okay, so year 11. I'm in year 11, yeah? I want to go to, like, sixth form in my secondary school. You know what I'm saying? So, anyway, they didn't let me do that anyway, yeah? But, yeah, I wanted to go to the sixth form secondary school. But they had, what's it called when you go to, you're leaving and you're checking out sixth form and colleges. Open day. So I wanted to go to the open day, but they said no. Like if you go to the school, you can't come to this open day. This is for outsiders. You know what I'm saying? But I said no, I want to come. So I went. Next day now, yeah. Anyway, I got kicked off the property. Yeah. Next day now, yeah. I came in. Yeah, Mr. Franchetti. He goes, oh, my daughter's a big fan of yours. Can you sign this for me? So I signed it for him. He said, okay. Oh, yeah, and you're suspended. I was like, what? He made me sign, because I had these little postcards, like when you're in these little soaps, I had these postcards over you. So I signed it for him, and he took it, and then he suspended me. I couldn't even believe it.
I watched some Grange Hill documentary. It was like, obviously, like Grange Hill's been going on. How old was it? Like, it was
it's like 30,
like
40
from like
years.
the 70s
yeah,
it was going on.
Old.
But I watched one documentary where it was like, I think it was like the early 80s, and they had the whole Say No to Drugs campaign. Do you remember that?
Yeah.
But the behind the scenes...
That was before my time, though.
Yeah, of course that was before your time. Behind the scenes, Zamo and them, man.
Yeah.
Behind the scenes, they were wilding out. They were all doing drugs and that,
Yeah.
Was it the same when you was there? Like, were you lot partaking in certain things?
Let me tell you, yeah. Them times when I was in Grange Hill, like, year 10, 11, all that kind of stuff, I was like, I didn't do I still don't. I don't do none of that stuff, yeah. But what I realised, yeah, networking is a powerful thing, yeah. Because when we moved from BBC White City, yeah, to Merseyside, Mersey TV, because the guy Phil Redmond, he also made Hollyoaks, but he bought back Grange Hill, so he wanted to bring it up where Hollyoaks was filmed. So we went and filmed there for like 2 years, and I lived in Liverpool for about a year and a half. Networking is powerful because what would happen is we'd finish filming, and then I go back to my apartment, to my little flat, whatever, yeah, where I was staying in Liverpool. All the others, yeah, they go to the pub and have drinks, do you know what I mean? And they'll be like, oh, Arnie, you gonna come for some drinks, mate? I'm like, nah, I don't even drink. You know what I'm saying? I'm cool. I'm gonna go home. Always went home. Next day you come to set. Wasn't it funny what Ronnie did on set? Like, rah, 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 rah. Like, he's got a film for me. I'm gonna be doing this. I'm like, what? I realize, yeah, most deals and stuff is made in pubs, bars, clubs. When you're networking with these people, when you have drinks with them, you're breaking certain social barriers, and you're in there more.
Yeah.
From then on, I said I'm going to every pub and drinking. Even when I'm waved, bro, they said I'm on my 7th pint. Oh, do you want some more? Yeah.
Do you think? Because I think, like, I know that I have a problem with that. Like, it's hard. I find it difficult to network or interact with people that are not from where we are from, like,
no, 100%.
And I think it does hold back, especially black people. We got this whole thing about man ain't begging it, innit? I'm not begging, I'm begging it. Like, did you find it difficult to kind of break that barrier down? And because I still find it quite difficult to interact with people that are maybe like.
So you said you can't. You're basically on camera saying you can't talk to white people.
I'm not saying white people.
You don't know how to talk to non-black people.
No, I didn't say non-black.
You don't know how to talk to non-working class.
I'm talking about, like, I find it hard to talk to people like corporate people.
Seriously?
100%. And even where I am now, it's hard. Like, obviously, I've got to interact with these people all the time. But I can do it now, but I still find it difficult. Like, it's not. It don't come natural to me. And I know that's held me back a lot as well. Like, and I always say to
So what happens?
I always say to young people.
I think.
Yeah.
Sorry to interrupt on the question, but yeah, go on.
My feeling towards it is if you're going to talk to corporate people, you might as well be yourself.
100%.
Do you get what I'm saying? Because if you try and be what you think they want you to be, it goes wrong. Do you understand? You push yourself in. You push yourself.
You can't be them because
so
they are them.
So if you speak street, then speak street. Do you get what I'm saying? They're not stupid. They understand street. You know, you'd be surprised. Like when I did comedy, people said to me, when you do a white crowd, just cut your slang. I didn't cut my slang. I kept it exactly. They understand it. Do you get what I'm saying? They're not stupid. Like certain things that you might say, you might think, oh, that's wrong. You can't say that. Like, you know, minor. But obviously, minor's a word. But I can do that for a slang. But it's, when you say minor, it means minor, innit? You think, right, am I using it in the right context? You know what I'm saying? But they can regulate. You understand? But I kind of understand what you're saying.
Look, my whole thing was like, well, yeah, I'm not going to change, innit? I'm just going to speak how I am. I'm from the South. This is how I talk.
But you can't do that all the time. I get it, but you can't. You get me? Like, you know, sometimes it's a bit of ignorance as well. It's like, this is how I speak, innit? If you don't like it, this is how I am.
Yeah.
You know, certain people have attitude like that as well. Like, oh, you know what? I'm a bastard. Or, but you know, this is how I am, innit? Accept it. No, bro. Like, change that. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah. I know. I get that, but I don't want to put on an act for anybody. And so, rather than me doing that, I'd rather just not talk to you. I know that's bad, and like I said, I've acknowledged that, and I know that's probably held me back from certain things. So like, it is good that you're able to break that barrier.
You know what it is as well, bro. You see the life of an actor, bro. I feel you have to, like, you kind of have to be a chameleon as well. Like the different. And I feel like I'm like that every day. Like even especially in America, I couldn't speak the way I speak over here because I realized, we're proper like. I was talking to you about this the other day.
Yeah.
When we speak, like we're proper like Jamaican or
that cold, isn't it?
Proper influenced by like the West Indians and Caribbeans, Because when I went over there and I was talking like South London, you know, obviously you don't know Kaswatch. You get me? You know, you say boom. You get me? Some woman said, she goes, are you Jamaican? I was like, no, why? But it was the way I was speaking, certain things I was saying. I couldn't even speak the way, because we speak fast. You know what I'm saying? I couldn't even speak that way.
That was sick the way you just slipped in there though.
Welcome.
That was like...
Fucked up.
He's been there the whole time, you know. You don't even know.
Have you ever seen a Jamaican ninja before with dreadlock?
I'm here, fam.
That was sick.
You get me?
You good?
I'm everywhere, fam.
Alright, cool.
I've got hot wing crust on my face.
No, you're good, you're good.
Eating hot wings. What's going on?
Cool, man. We're just talking about
Jamaican,
how influenced by Jamaicans we are.
Jamaicans have taken over the world. Well, London at least.
We're just talking about like the twang and the way we speak.
Don't explain it to him.
Okay. You know.
So like so like when you was in the States, you had to proper bread and butter it kind of.
You kind of
Queen's English.
You kind of got because they don't understand. Like they just don't understand the way you speak. So you kind of had to pronounce your T's and S's and articulate and enunciate. It's got to be done though, innit? Really.
And what is it like when? Because I've been to the States a few times, and they do get excited when they hear a British accent. Like you being in Hollywood, what was that like for you?
Nah, it's mental, bro. It's mental, especially like you see when you're in LA, like there's bare Brits there anyway, Not a lot of black Brits, but there's bare Brits, and everyone's an actor, everyone's a producer, everyone's a writer. Like it's an industry town. So when you ask people, what do you do? What do you do? Majority of people is going to be within the industry. I went to a club, the bar girl. She was asking me, what do I do? I said, I'm an actor. She just went and walked off because she hears it all the time. It's nothing special. But when they heard my accent, they said, oh, where you from? Where you from? I'm like, oh, I'm British. And then, oh, what are you doing there? I'm an actor. Okay, well, anything? Oh, no, I just started a film, Warner Brothers, produced by Ron Howard, starring Reese Witherspoon. Oh, for real? You an actor? I was like, yeah. So I got a different response when I said what project I was there for. But yeah, man, they show you respect because they love British actors. They feel like we're the best in the world, and I believe we are as well because we work harder for it. And over there, what's his name? Femi Ogums told me. He told me this, and I'll never forget. He said British actors are the best because American actors, most of them, because they're born over there and it's more accessible to them, they get complacent and they're more interested in their looks and body and keeping buff for films and that. Whereas us, it's all about the art form, innit?
Crazy.
That's interesting.
Was there like one point when you were in Hollywood and you was like, shit, look where the fuck I am? Like, was there like a crazy story of you in Hollywood and you just looked around and you had to just embrace the moment?
There was a couple times. There was one time where... two times. There was... I know what you was going to...
I wasn't even going there, but you can go there if you want. But, like, was there like...
BM?
No,
I said BM!
If you want, but...
I'm good still. She follows my social media.
Yeah, so. It's loud at the
yeah, there was a few times when we went to Toronto International Film Festival, we got a 10-minute standing ovation, and that's the first time.
10 minutes?
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah. Actually, no. I'm mad guessing, bro. Hold on. No, it was like 3 minutes.
My bad,
10 minutes is long.
Nah, it's about 3 minutes. It's about 3 minutes, and we got 2 standing ovations. And I remember now, because that was the first time we'd all watched it with a big audience, and it was sold out in some big theatre, and they called us out on stage at the end. Yeah, you know, all the stars, and I'm expecting they're gonna call Reese out last because he's big boy Reese, and they call Reese out, and I'm like, then they call me out last, and then they stand up again and start clapping again. And I remember my American agent, when I came down, he was like, "Oh, do you know how big of a deal that is that you came out after?" I was like, "Well, I was mad overwhelmed when they and we've been to like all over the States, doing screenings and press days and I can say a lot of those days there's been standing ovations for the film because it's a deep film. Yeah. And then another time was when I went for lunch and I was chilling with at that lunch it was Reese Witherspoon and Hilary Swank, and I'm just talking to them like they're normal, like just you man. I'm just talking to them like that, and I had to sit down and think, hold on, I'm sitting here with 2, like Reese has won an Oscar, Hilary Swank's won twice. Oh, I'm in proper good like company. Do you know what I mean? Oh, final time as well, when we was nominated for a what's the award?
Screen Gem or no?
No, I can't remember. This is really bad, but it was an American award, And then so the build up to it, we had to go to dinner. Like there's a nominees dinner. So I'm at the dinner table. I'm there sitting with Gugu. Sitting with Oprah, Will Smith, Anthony Mackie. It's a black award, you know what I mean? But it's like elite, you know what I mean? I'm sitting with all these people and we're talking and they're talking about my film, I'm talking about their film, and I was thinking, hold on, like I want pictures with you lot, but I didn't because I thought it's not the time.
Suppose the moment.
And right now I'm here as your peers. I'm here because I'm like you lot are way bigger than me, but I'm here because I'm here for a reason. I'm a star of a film. I'm here for that. Whereas if I did that, they'll probably look down on me like, I liked him in the film and he didn't, but now he's like, now he's a fan. Do you know what I mean? Yeah. Even though I am, I can't let them know that. So those are those times.
How difficult was it making the film? Like, do you know, we haven't even talked about what the film's about. Break it down for us, if you could.
Yeah, no, the film, it's about the civil war that happened in Sudan, let's just say around the 80s, late 80s, 90s. And the story is about a group of children who are made refugees when their village is attacked by rebel soldiers. Parents, village burnt down, everyone's killed. And then they make the journey, which they walk for miles and miles and miles to the neighbouring country, Kenya, till they get to a refugee camp called Kakuma. Once they're in the refugee camp, they're there for, there's no time limit basically. They're there waiting for a country to open its doors to say, you know what, come down and you can live in here. But so the people are there for like literally years, like 20 years. Some people die there, you know, waiting for a country to open its doors. So we get there when we're like, say 5, and then we leave when they're, we leave probably like when we're 21. So that's how many years we're there, and we're given food, we're given medical and education, all that stuff. So then luckily our names are on the list finally, and we're taken to Kansas City, and that's where we meet Reese Witherspoon, who helps us integrate into the Western life, helps us get jobs, and it's all about my character coming to terms with the Western life and coming to terms with all the trauma he suffered and that, and then yeah, that's about it really. It's based on a true story.
How many times have you watched the film?
Oh, too many times.
Do you ever watch it and think, I didn't really deliver that line correct, or?
Do you know what? First time in my life, no.
Really?
First time, no, because I went in. Like, when you, like humbly, when you did something to the best of your ability. I made sure I didn't go out at certain nights. I made sure, because they gave me a personal trainer, they gave me a nutritionist, they gave me a dialect coach. Do you know what I mean? I had a language coach who had to teach me the language of South Sudan, which is Dinka. Strict diet of like salad, couscous, and kale. 3 meals a day in these small plastic.
Why the strict diet?
I'm playing a refugee, so even though I'm skinny, I gotta look.
I was gonna say, you wasn't ace. Like, I've known you for years. You've never been ace. You understand? But you have to. Yeah.
Everything I gotta. Do you know what I mean?
How was that? Because we see films, and I think you know, 50 Cent done it in one, and Matthew McConaughey.
Yeah.
You know, and who's the Batman guy?
Christian Bale.
Done it as well, and it's like rah. But we don't. Us as viewers, we don't see the transition. You understand? Like if like Ace has been losing weight for a while, and every now and then it's like, right, you lost weight. But because we see them every day, to go from seeing you from Wedge to Blam, but how do you as an actor? How, like, is it hard, or are you just focused on?
Because I'm not on this diet thing. I don't do them. You don't do them.
You don't do them
things. No, I don't do that. So like for me, it was hard. Like I'm just a meat man. Like straight.
Yeah.
Meat, everything. So when they're telling me, nah, you gotta eat salad and Arnold, nah, this is for you can't eat that and eat that tofu thing, nah, man. It was difficult, bro. It was difficult, but you know, it's one of them ones. I just looked at it as this, like, this is a once in a lifetime opportunity, and you know, I may not ever get another Hollywood film. I may not ever get a lead like this ever again. But you know, the fact that I've got it, I'm gonna go in and go 100 and make sure I do this part justice. Just for the pure fact, I never know if I'm gonna get it again. Do you know what I mean? I always say it, but I say, you know, I could die tomorrow, and the one thing that I'm so happy about that I've achieved, is that if I die tomorrow and not do any more films, I'm actually okay with that, because the one dream I've dreamt about since I was a kid, we spoke about how early I started this. The one dream I've dreamt about is to star in a major Hollywood film. Where I'm the main guy with credible producers, directors, everyone in it, and I've done that. Do you know what I mean? So that's the one thing I'm proper proud of.
How did you get the opportunity? Sorry, Damon.
No, it's cool.
How did you get the opportunity to?
Not sorry.
Sorry, but not sorry.
Do it all the time.
Do you want to go first?
Questions already out there.
Yeah. You started, so you might as well finish.
It's in the ether.
How did you get the opportunity to star in
said
Hollywood film?
It weren't easy though. I auditioned for it. You know, like how it is. Like we don't talk about it, but you get auditions for Hollywood things every now and then. Do you know what I mean? And it's not something to scream about, because we think, right, you're never gonna get that. You know, send in tapes. No one's gonna read our. No one's gonna watch our tapes. You know what I mean? So you send them in anyway. So I've gone up for loads of stuff that people don't know about, because there's no point speaking about it. You know. So I was doing a play at the Old Vic Theatre. Called Brixton Rocks, and at the time, the guy who plays my dad, his name's David Jesse,
American guy.
No, British guy. He's in Interstellar now, the black guy.
Oh yeah, I know.
British, he's playing my dad.
How did you say his name?
Isn't it David Jesse?
Oh, I thought you said Jesse. I was about to say, but yeah.
But it's G-Y.
He's dope. He's dope. The guy that gets older and older in Interstellar. Have you seen Interstellar? The black guy in it.
Yeah,
the black guy in it. He's dope.
Did you know he's British?
Yeah, I knew he was British. Yeah.
So he was my.
Got to put my hand up.
So yeah, he played my dad at the time, and in the play, and then he came up to me and he was like, "Oh, Arnold, have you got American management?" These times I was just with United at the time. I'm like, "No, I just got my British agent. Got this script from my American management. It's sick." He said everything. Reese, Brotherhood, Warner Brothers. So I'm gassed. I'm like, "Listen, you don't even tell me no more. Just tell me the casting director's name so I can send it to my agent and try and be seen for this." He said, "All right, cool." Sent me the script. The script was bad. Rang up my agent. I was like, "Oh, yo, there's this thing called The Good Life. Have you heard about it? Can I get seen for it?" And he goes, "Oh, what's it called?" I said, The Good Life. And he goes, "Oh, yeah. Oh, no, we put you up for that last week, but they don't want to see you. They turned you down because you're too short." I was like, "For real?" I was like, "All right, cool." Because Sudanese people, like, they're tall, done, you know what I mean? So then I just forgot about it. I was like, "All right, cool, innit? They don't want to see me." So then, like, a month later, they hit up my agent and said, "You know what? Send him in. You know, see what he's got. Send him in." So I went in and.
Wait, slow down. What do you mean went in? Went in where?
Like when they fly you over there. Like,
No. You see, like American films, what they do is when they're doing worldwide castings, they'll have like a casting office in England, where you go in and a British casting director will record everybody that they see in England, send that someone else in.
Okay. So you don't have to be in your bedroom, close the curtains.
No.
Hi, my name.
You can do that.
You do that sometimes.
You can do that sometimes.
Okay.
But more time if they do that when they haven't hired a casting director here with an office where you go in. Then they say send the tape.
Yeah.
So then I went to Spotlight. and I did my casting there, and I thought it went alright. I wasn't gassed about it.
Did you have to talk with the accent then?
Yeah, I had to do it. So then I did it, and then I didn't hear nothing back for a month. Yeah, but the thing is, that day I had 2 castings. I had 2 castings on the same day, but one was for a BBC radio drama, yeah, and then one was for The Good Life. So in the morning I went to the BBC radio drama, and then in the evening I went to the Good Life one. And at the other one, the one before The Good Life, you know, as soon as I finished, I rushed out and left, and they was like, "Oh, have you got a busy day?" And I said, "Yeah, I got a big audition for this big thing, so I really want to get it." And then I told her about it. She goes, "Oh, best of luck." So I went and did it. So then did my audition, and then I didn't hear anything back for a month. Every time the phone rings, Femi will tell you, every time the phone rings and you see your agent, you're like, "What?" You know what you hold it like that. So I'm like, "Hello." Then he's like, "Well, you haven't paid your spotlight fees." I'm like, "Yo!" I'm like, "Ah," do you know what I mean? So he was phoning me bare times in between there, and then he rang me again, and I picked up, and then he goes, "Oh, Arnold, good news." And I'm like, "Oh yeah. What is it?" And he goes, "You got the part." And I'm like, "Yeah." And he goes, "For the BBC radio drama." And I was like, "Thank you." I was like, "Thank you." So then I went and did the BBC radio drama. The first day that I did the radio drama, it was at, what's that place in West where they record famous sound place? Maidaville. It was at Maidaville. First day I'm doing the radio drama now. In the booth, recording it. Ring, I see a missed call on my phone, so I come out, so I'll call back my agent. Now these times, it's been about a month and a half.
So
now.
you just forgotten about.
It's gone. He'll tell you if it's past 2 weeks, yeah.
It's there.
It's dead. It's dead. So I've long forgotten about it now. Long forgotten about it. So I see missed call, so I'm not even gassed anymore. I'm like, yeah. And he goes, "Arnold, don't get excited, but your tape was the only one they accepted in Europe. Are you available to fly over to LA on Thursday?" I said, "Blood, listen, even if I wasn't available, are you mad? I'm there." So then they flew me over to LA, and then that's when I saw like other candidates, other people that was going up for the thing. And then, and I can't even lie, I was shook when I got out there and I saw the other people that was up for it, yeah? But they fitted the spec of what was wanted in the character, yeah? Right. Long, you know, soon these people, they're dark skin, you get what I'm saying? Like blue, black, you know, like that. You get me? See them there, tall, like majestic. You get me? I'm looking at them thinking, yo. I remember emailing my mom because I couldn't even ring out email. I emailed her saying, "Mom, nah, man ain't getting this. Man ain't getting this. And she goes, "No, you know, keep trying." So I had like 2 more auditions out there, and then the last audition, the first audition, the director was hard on me. Like I went in there, did my thing, then he said cut, and he goes, "You know what, Arnold? That wasn't good. Yeah, you're letting me down." I'm thinking, yo, my heart's pumping. I'm like, "Bro, allow it, man." Like, man come from Brixton, you know, man.
Man said you're letting me down.
That's what he said. Can you imagine though? So I'm like, "Yo," I said, "Why?" He goes, "Nah, you're playing it too hard. Like, no. So he's telling me all these things. I'm thinking, this ain't for me at all. So then he goes, "Listen, tomorrow, yeah, I want you to bring your A game because your final day, yeah, you're gonna be doing it. You're gonna be on screen with Reese. You get me? Ron Howard's going to be in the room, Brian Gray's here, and a few of the producers from Warner Brothers." So in my head, I'm thinking, okay. okay. Went home now, went through my lines. Next day, came back, and then, I was reading it with Reese and everything, and it went well, and then, I got the part.
How soon after that? Was it like straight away?
I was meant to fly back, after that audition that day, I was meant to fly back to London, innit? But then they rang me and said, "Yeah, you're not going to be... you're not going to be going to London. You're going to go to Atlanta and start prepping." Wow. So they flew me straight to Atlanta.
So wait.
You can come home.
Straight into it. Because basically what they did a cheeky thing. So anyway, it's done now, yeah. So I've done my audition. I'm going back to the hotel now. I'm done. Yeah, and then I got a phone call now, and then it was, who was on the phone? It was Brian. Yeah. No, it was Ron. And then he says, "Sorry, who's Ron?" Oh, sorry,
Ron Howard.
No, not like that. Like man's on first name basis. No. It was Ron Howard. So he was like, and he goes, "Yeah, Arnold." And I was like, "Yeah, who's this?" And he goes, "Oh, it's Ron." And I said, "Oh, what's up?" I'm like, "Bro, what's up?" And then he's like, he goes, "I got some bad news for you, buddy." My heart sank.
Wow.
So I'm like, "Yeah, go on, say it." Then he's like, you're not going to be home for a couple months. These times he didn't clock, innit? So imagine me like a fool. I'm like, alright, cool, well, thanks for the opportunity. So I'm ready to lock off the phone and start crying. I'm ready to lock off the phone. Then he goes, no, wait. And I'm like, what? Then he goes, no, you've got the part. And I was like, I wanted to say,
you know why you're not even listening? No, those phone calls you're not even taking in. You've prepared your speech. No, it's cool.
You know what it was? Just thanks for the opportunity. It's been a blessing to work with you.
It's been fantastic. Please, just keep my number.
So they flew me straight to Atlanta where I had to, just for costume fitting and meet other producers, and then I came back home for 2 weeks, then went back for a couple months.
So you checked the BBC thing?
No, I finished it, because it was a radio play, it was quick, finished.
They're quick, they're a few days.
Yeah,
quick. So do you know roughly how many people you beat for this part? Have you got any idea? What, 100, 200? I mean, what? I would imagine it's worldwide.
It's a worldwide casting.
So you got it. You got this out of what?
Yeah, there was a couple men that you know when you see the same faces, like black faces, because obviously there's not a lot of us. So when we go into the audition, you see the same. Oh my gosh, you're going for the same thing. Yeah. I'm here for fuck number 2 still. You know what it was?
I remember I used to hate those castings because you go in there
and you see,
and then it's just man, the same man. And then after a while, do you know what smashed it? It's weird because it's like you all secretly hate each other, but you're sitting in there because it's man them. You just crack joke for ages. And so like you want to zone out, you can't zone out because it's like, I remember I went for one audition, it was Arnie, he was in there, Emmanuel from Grange Hill as well, tall Emmanuel, I can't remember his surname. There was all these guys that I knew, all sitting there, and we spent literally, and they had to come from the casting inside. Guys, can you keep the noise down?
Turn into something.
But really, because there's a weird team, like you're a team, but you're not a team because only one of you is gonna get it.
Only one of you is gonna get that. You get me? More time is Kalua, they busting through. So you come in there, you're happy to see Kalua.
You're like, hey!
But I love you. Trust me, bro. It's mad.
I've been to a few, like, and everyone's like, yeah, Ashley Waters has got it anyway, but
yes. There's certain man,
it's like Ashley's got it anyway, but obviously what here.
If you turn up and them man that are there, it's long.
No, them man are never there.
They don't even come up. They don't even turn up.
No. Sometimes they got different slots.
Yeah, the mad thing is, the mad thing is, the wickedest thing is, the man are there like 1 or 2 times. Other times, I don't even think them man turn up.
Yeah, man.
Them man are like, you know what? Do you want it or not? But we've offered it to Ashley. He might say no. But let's get him 20 boys.
I'm telling you, certain snipers, if you see them there, you may as well just turn around and just bounce. You get me?
Like, I see you.
Nah, it's mad.
How hard was shooting the Africa scenes?
It was deep. Now, do you know what it was? It was a proper life-changing experience because of the storyline. Like I got to spend a lot of time with the real life lost boys and lost girls of South Sudan, and you know, hearing their stories is deep, man. Like in the film, like you'll see there's bits where we laugh, but it's not written in the script as comedy. It's just like because as Westerners, we're thinking, right, like, okay, for instance. They're playing around with the lights, like, do you know what I mean? But it's funny when you watch it because you're thinking, what's wrong with you, man? There's lights, but these people are coming from a village where, like, it's basically Stone Age. Do you know what I mean? So, you know, there's a sad story that I learned from some refugees that I met, and they were in I think they were in Baltimore, and they told me how when they first came to America. They're given flats in it, so 3 of them would share a flat. They take turns every day in burning their hands opening the stove because they didn't know anything about oven mitts. Wow. So it would be like, okay, your turn when they're cooking. Okay, okay, tomorrow you do that. My hands hurting because they didn't know about oven. That's crazy. Other stories I remember, they were telling me stuff like this guy. He told me when he first came over to America. He thought white people were fallen angels. So I'm like, why do you think white people were fallen angels? And he goes, no, because when I first came over here, when I saw tall cathedrals and skyscrapers, I thought to myself, how can a human being make these things? I thought, wow, this is powerful stuff. You know what I mean? And then he said, nah, then I stayed there for a month and I found out they're just like me still. They're just like normal people. It's crazy.
It's funny the stuff that we take for granted. Yeah. Because we've been about it. And even in our generation, there's people that have no idea about what a basic light switch and oven and just essentials that are just our daily. We don't even think twice about them.
Yeah, and you know what? It changes all the time, because even like, I feel like things that we had when we was younger, the children of today, they don't know, bro. I'm talking like, there was this little kid, I think it was like 5. He said he heard something, I can't remember, he heard his dad say something like payphone. He said, "Dad, what's a payphone?" But then I thought to myself,
why would you know?
When was the last time any of you...
Why would you know?
I know man that use payphone, but the man are dodgy things. But deal.
One question that I always like: why didn't you just stay in LA? Why are you back here? Why are you not there?
You know what? I just think it's just me being me. Now, when I explain that, I know a couple people that's gone out there without the opportunity that I've got, but gone out there and they're grinding. Do you know what I mean? They've gone out there off of maybe a one show got dropped, and they're out there and they're grinding. Like, I'm not trying to say to people, "Oh, I've done this Hollywood film. I am, Hollywood Snakes. I'm Hollywood Arnie. I'm out there now." No, because I want to do it gradually. Yes, this is open doors for me, and now I'm able to kind of go back and forth. But I think it would be silly for me to straight away say I'm living there and just jump ship straight away. Right now, I've got American agents and American managers where I'm still getting auditions and I have to just send stuff on tape. I've got a foot through the door because of what I've done. The casting directors over there know me. I just don't think I have to straight away go out there and live. I feel I will eventually, and I feel like gradually with each, God willing, each project, I'm out there more, because I'm just learning myself. I'm learning the whole Hollywood America industry scene, and I feel like the more I learn, the more I can make my decision about when I go, when's the right time, because you never know, maybe I could get a series, then I could go there and I don't need to worry about where I'm staying or how much, do you know what I mean? I just want things to be just organic, and then I'll go out there when it's time.
How has the opportunity changed your life?
Me as a person, not that much, but I feel like career-wise, as I said, it's open doors. It put it into, like, when Noel said to me, Noel Clark said, you've just done what I've been trying to do for years, like trying to get a lead, and you've just gone and done that. But then I didn't really think of it as that. Do you know what I mean? So, like, career-wise, it's helped me, but as a person, I feel the film subject matter has been a bigger experience for me. Like, what I've grown from. But as a person, and I feel like I'm the same person, man.
Before you mentioned that you was sitting around the table with Oprah and Will Smith and whatever else, your dream role, two things. Working with your dream female actor, working with your dream male actor. No, female, male. And, we're going to stick with that for now.
Who is mine?
Yeah, that you'd want to work with.
You've worked with Reese Witherspoon.
Scorsese and dream male actor.
Yeah.
It's got to be maybe someone like, I don't know, Denzel, or someone that I've looked up to for a long time. Someone like maybe Sidney Poitier.
Yeah, I like the
Sidney Poitier is real.
Yeah.
That's
I would love to I don't know, do a film about him.
Yeah.
And playing Sidney Poitier.
I like that. I like Sidney Poitier.
That would be like a dream role,
do you want to tell us about anything that's coming up? Because you told me about an exciting project that I was got my dick a little bit hard.
Oh wow.
Not really.
Wow.
Not really, but
that was.
But you told me about a project that's coming up that I think.
Unless it's porn.
It's not porn. It's not porn. Do you know what's sad? Is when he tells you the title, you're gonna think it's super gay. But I didn't mean that. I just meant that I'm a bit excited.
Wow.
I'm just a bit excited about what's gonna happen.
Wow.
I know. Wait, what?
Could we just
No.
Let's delete
no.
it.
No. That's
Can I
not
edit? Is that?
No. No.
Don't have to do the Iron Man. We're doing Brotherhood, which is gonna be the final Kidulthood, Adulthood. You're in there as well.
I've not heard about that. No, I've got the script. They've not called me, boy. That negotiation hasn't started.
Listen, Arnold.
Yeah, brother.
It's been a blood clot pleasure, you know.